Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today I've got something special to show you. It is this challenge lock from that French kid. You can see TFK inscribed on it right there. Got his workmanship all over it. From what I've seen, he makes pretty good challenge locks. The pins that he does are pretty cool. This is my first challenge lock, besides my own kind of creations that I've picked. If I'm honest, the ones I've made probably aren't as well thought out as the ones that come from more experienced people like TFK. I've made a few in my time that had some custom spools, plugs, Bibles, different brands mixed together, custom keying or something like that. But I've never done counter milling or tapped a Bible or really even played around with like spring tension on cylinders. Uh, these locks, however, from people like TFK and other enthusiasts that modify locks and pass them around to like stump other pickers and whatnot. These guys are on another level. My modified locks were really only something akin to trial and error, testing different pins and setups to get a better grasp on like feedback and what a lock is doing, how it feels when you lift a pin and things like that. I've gotten some good experience by doing that, but now is probably the time to put my money where my mouth is. We have also got a note here from TFK. It says, inside you will hopefully find my challenge lock TFK. I had a lot of fun making this lock and trying to pick it before I sent it out. I hope you enjoy picking it, and I'm very interested to hear your impressions of it and any possible suggestions for the future. I'd like to keep track of where this lock has traveled to and who has picked it, so if you can include this paper when you ship the lock off to the next picker, and if you can let me know on Reddit or Discord when you receive the lock if you were able to pick it, so I can keep track. That would be awesome. Have fun and good luck picking. Thanks. That French kid 96. All right, it's an awesome letter. It's a really cool thing to see the effort and passion that goes into these challenge locks. Like I said, this is my first one to pick, but I've seen many members be really proud of what they've made and sent out, and rightly so. I've seen some of the innards of some of these challenge locks and the craftsmanship that goes into making the tiny pins and the counter milling and all that kind of stuff is a really inspiring thing to see. If you're interested, go check out the lock picking subreddit, r/lock picking, and go check it out. And let's see, got my picks here. Probably my favorite picks, my favorite tensioner, little 50,000s and 25,000s. Let's get this thing chucked up in the vise. And hopefully I don't embarrass myself. We'll put that key to the side. I'm not going to unwrap it now. Hopefully we won't need it. But, alright, let's... Ooh, a little bit of slop there. There is not a standard pin in this thing. I'm going to start out with this one because it has a little bit of a flat tip on it. It makes it a little easier to find pins. Some of these pins are really sharp, and little small tipped pick tips can sort of slide off and get lost. One, binding a little bit. Look at it. One. Two is loose. Three is kind of loose. 4 is binding. We'll click out of 4. 5. 6. We'll click out of 6. Okay. Back to 1. 1 fell down. A little movement on the core. 2 is still loose. 3 is still loose. 4. 5 came back down. Alright, we'll click out of 5 there. 6 is loose. Alright. 1 might be set. 2, we'll click out of 2. 3 might be set. 4. Ooh, good little move on the core there. 5. 6 is not wanting to go anywhere just yet. 1 still feels set. 2. Ooh, a little bit of movement there. 3. Ooh, loop all set. Okay. Those back ones might be an issue. 2, I think, is set. Way up there. 3, 4. 5 and 6. Looking for some counter rotation here, but it's not. Alter my tension a little bit. 2, 3. I think needs to. Little counter rotation on 4. Here we go. Okay. All right, 5 and 6 did a little click. I think they fell down. 2 came down. A little click out of 2. 3. 5 and 6. I think 6 is set. I'm not actually used to narrating this, so forgive me if I'm a little quiet. May need a thinner or deeper hook. Oh, there we go. 4. It was number 4. Must be a really high cut. All right. Let's gut this thing. And we will see what's inside. So I'm going to need some tools here. There was some great feedback on that lock. You kind of had to alter your tension and pick it a little bit differently. It was a really cool pick. It is my follower. Here we go. It looks like a little Schlage style pin. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm going to lock this up because we have the key, so we might as well see what this bad boy looks like. Ooh. Somebody didn't want me getting in here. Okay. I'm going to hit my camera. Let me do this off camera. Ooh, look at that. That's some pretty decent bidding. Yeah. That number 4 was way up there. So was number 2. Very nice. That is awesome to see. Let's make sure it works. Works very smoothly. All right, good job. Let's take this out. And a little spring. Let me get my little mat. And this is my favorite one. Get some tweezers. And the follower. Let's see what we got. I forgot I've actually kind of sanded that follower down a little bit. Ooh, yeah. That is how it looks. That number 3 looks like it kind of sits down there quite a lot. But we'll see when we take it out. Okay. 1, 3. I'm just taking these kind of out in a little master wafer. That might be why it felt a little strange. Some of these, a little bit of master wafers. It's number 2 and 4 and 5. Some awesome pins so far. Did not disappoint. All right, it's a nice little driver on one. Ooh, some spring tension in that one. Let's just because we got master wafers, we'll put those up there. There is 3 and 4, 5. Oh, well, sparrows looks like maybe. Oh, no, that's a custom one. And some of these springs are a little different, so let's pop some of these out. That is 1. That is 4. Now it's on the floor. Was 5. 6. That was 3 and 2. And that's all that's in there. Let's take a look at this core. Look at that counter milling. Definitely quite a few things to get hung up on there. And please excuse the spring that flew out of the way. That's a nice close-up of the pins. Some nice spring pressure on some of these. I think that worked very well with the spools to kind of make some nice feedback. Let's set that down. All right, so that was an awesome challenge. Pretty good to be my first. Right on, guys. That was an awesome experience. Super look forward to the next challenge lock. I think one thing I learned is I'll absolutely have to step my game up in order to keep up with locks like these. Very many thanks to that French kid, TFK, Grain of Rice on Reddit, and the lockpicking subreddit itself at r/lockpicking. Anyways, that's really all I had for this video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Thanks again, everyone. Good night.